Hey everybody, what's going on? My name is Klaus, and thank you for tuning in to today's episode where we're going to be talking about my top 10 favorite parts of Clash of Clans. And I have to be honest with you guys, I felt pretty guilty after Wednesday's video, me complaining about the worst things in Clash of Clans. I'm generally I'm a fairly optimistic man. I like life, I love life. And so to post a video complaining about things in Clash of Clans kind of felt dirty a little bit. So today we're going to be posting a video about my favorite things in Clash of Clans. And I've got 10 and a couple of honorary mentions to mention to you guys. So enjoy these replays and let's get started. Number 1. Guys, this is just for me specifically. I love watching stuff grow and succeed. Whenever I get a house or home of my own, I'm currently in an apartment. But once I get a house, guys, I'm going to have a garden. I'm going to love watching those little plants grow. And I love seeing things succeed. I love helping my little sister with her homework and her getting it. I love teaching people. And so the idea of building a village and seeing it grow and get more powerful and defending attacks and stuff is just super fun for me. I love building. I would say I am primarily a farmer at heart, and really do enjoy the strategy-based attacking in war. But it's funny is that as a kid I loved SimCity. I loved building up the cities and watching the population grow and getting rich, and I loved all that. And then as I grew up, I loved RPGs. I loved games like Skyrim or Fallout, those Bethesda games, and they made me happy because I loved watching my character go from level 1, which was like the worst, you can't even pull off the simplest of tasks, to maxing out my character's level and becoming a beast. Like, that was my favorite part of the game. I love the exploration, I love the strategy, I love the action, but I wasn't the biggest fan of I wasn't really the biggest fan of dungeon diving. But anyway, guys, I loved watching that stuff grow. So seeing a village grow from Town Hall 1 up to where I'm at now, Town Hall 9, and getting the Archer Queen and getting the X-Bows and all that stuff is just a lot of fun. I really, really enjoy it. That's my number 1. My number 2, going back to the strategy aspect, is I love the fact that every base is different, unless a whole bunch of people copy a base on YouTube, which could happen. But I love the fact that every base is different and you can attack it in multiple different ways. I actually really loved chess as a kid. And so to be able to sit back, look at a base, plan out an attack, and then attack it is just a lot of fun. I love the versatility in this game, specifically as a strategy game. I love, first of all, the farming aspect and growing of the village, but then that strategy, guys, it is just riveting. I love all of the different challenges that the game presents to you on a daily basis. Number 3, I love 3-starring in war. I love it. You become the hero of the clan. You attack your whoever you called, or maybe your mirror or your counterpart. If you're number 7, attack number 7, whatever. And you go in there and you 3-star that base. First attack, which is not easy, especially if they're kind of similar to you or higher than you. And you 3-starred on the first try. You become the hero of your clan. People are like, good job, GJ or whatever. And that is just a very satisfying thing in my experience, and really appreciate the game for that reason. And that brings me to number 4, which is just as satisfying, is finding a dead base in multiplayer. I'm talking like the dead bases with full elixir collectors and gold mines. This thing has got 500,000 gold and 500,000 elixir. It's just amazing to be able to find that. You've got your army, maybe your Barch army or Jai Barch, or maybe going heavy and going with Go Wipe or dragons or whatever, and you find that big base, and then you get to share it with your clan mates, and they're like, dang, you're so lucky, blah blah blah. That's the raid that we all strive for. We all look for that raid. It is just an amazing feeling to find that dead base, especially with the max collectors. So the elixir collectors, when they're full and they're all full of purple, that is one of the most attractive things in this game, I've found out. But anyway, let's move on. Number 5. One of my favorite aspects of the game is the Archer Queen. She is so clutch. I have seen situations, and I have been in situations where that queen clutched that dark elixir for me. She got all the loot for me. she took out the enemy king and ended up turning the tides for him. You know, whatever happened, that queen is the best. And going to Town Hall 9 was definitely the best thing that I have ever done. Number 6, witches. Yes, I know I have not gotten to use witches yet because I haven't unlocked her yet, but witches are legit. I just love the way they look. I love the way they attack. I love the range. I love all those things, with the wizard being a close second. The wizards are pretty awesome as well. Number 7, I love clans. Clans, man. You get a bunch of players together, like-minded. You've got yourself a little bit of a community, a little bit of, you build friendships with that. And, you have somebody to look to if you need help, or, if you just need somebody to talk to and you don't have anybody around in real life. No, I don't recommend that your only social interaction be in your clans on Clash of Clans. I don't recommend that at all, but, every once in a while it's nice to have that, and it's cool, in my opinion, being a part of a hierarchy, a big picture situation. You've got a clan or clan family, you strive to be a leader, or maybe you don't. That is something that I completely enjoy and love, is being able to answer a system and move up in the ranks. So that's a major selling point for me on clans. Number 8, close wars. Guys, it is 89 to 89, and your number 1 guy is held off on his attack, and this is a big war, and he's held off on his attack, and it goes in the last minute. He has to 3-star that number 1 guy. He has to. And you're watching the replay, and it comes down to the final second, and you win, and your clan wins, 3 stars, boom, you win the war. Those moments when you can just put your hands up in the air and say, yes, we won. Yes. That is probably one of the most exhilarating feelings in the entire game. To be able to say, yes, we won this war, and then you can put it on YouTube, right? That is just an amazing feeling, and another part of clans and clan wars that I really, really enjoy. And what's even better is if it's you. If you're the one that goes in on that last minute attack, and you 3-star, and you win the war. That kind of feeds in with number 3, but also winning that close war last minute, it's so clutch. It is just, it's amazing. The adrenaline gets pumping, you start sweating, the attack is scary, and at the end, you feel like a boss. Number 9, base building. Guys, tell me why Minecraft is so popular. Minecraft is popular because you get to create things and build things and make things, right? So in Clash of Clans, you get to build your base and strategize how you're going to defend attacks with that base. Yeah, everybody likes making stuff. I don't care if your creativity level is that of a snail or if you build bases for a living on YouTube, and I know several people that do. It's just such a cool feeling knowing, oh yeah, the base I built is defending attacks in war. Yeah, nobody could 3-star me because, it's just a very satisfying feeling, and it's a lot of fun to make designs with your bases, and to tweak them. So-and-so always attacks me, or the opponent always attacks me on this left side. I need to strengthen that side and adjust it and make the other side look more attractive, put some traps, blow them up with giant bombs, and yeah, it's just a lot of fun, guys. Number 10, and I said this is the last one even though I have some honorable mentions, is it kind of goes along with base building, is whenever you defend an attack with a 30% destruction, you get a free shield, you didn't lose any loot, and you gained some trophies. How awesome is that feeling when you log in, you see that 31% attack or 42% attack or whatever, you gained some trophies, you gained a shield, and you didn't lose all of your dark elixir or your gold or whatever. It's just one of the coolest feelings, especially if that base is a base you designed. I recommend everybody design your own base, and I don't mind you using my bases or any other base you see on YouTube for the first time, but use what you learn from that first base to build your own. That's kind of what I do. Whenever I go into a new town hall, I usually copy a base, and then after that, I get an idea of what needs to happen in a good base. Then I will build my own, and it is just super, super satisfying to to defend attacks with your own base. Okay, so that was number 10. I've got 3 honorable mentions, and I'll just throw them in real quick. Number 1, guys, revenging people. Anytime you get attacked and they wreck you and they take 2,000, 3,000 dark elixir and 600,000 gold, 600,000, it's bad, right? So you can go in and revenge them And sometimes that can be very satisfying. Number 2 is the Queen Walk. And I've already given the Queen her own number. But whenever you add in some healers, it becomes a whole new game. I mean, you can Queen Walk with 4 healers, and it only takes, like 14 minutes to build up that army. And you can do a lot of damage with a Queen Walk. So I really like that aspect of the game. I think it's a little overpowered still, but it's a really cool thought process that goes into a Queen Walk. And number 3, by far the most powerful troop in the entire game, goblins. Okay guys, that is it for today. Thank you so much for tuning in. I love each and every one of you. Please let me know in the comment section below if you agree with me. If you have anything to add, let me know, if you didn't like the video, give me a dislike, but like if you did like it, and subscribe if you're not a subscriber. We got more of these kind of things coming your way very, very soon. Guys, the question was always, why do we play this game? That's why. If you got a better idea or something you want to add, please let me know in the comment section below. Like and subscribe. Check out our social media down below. I've been posting quite a bit on Instagram and Twitter lately. And that's going to do it for today, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. I love all of you. Peace.